Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of GTA San Andreas. In this episode fucking 50. It's finally here, and in this episode you'll see. But yeah, your eyes aren't deceiving you. This is an hour and almost 30-minute long episode. So sit back, relax, and possibly grab some popcorn? Maybe a pineapple too, I don't know. But yeah. First mission time, I guess.
Woolsey? Oh, Carl. You could at least turn the lights on.
Oh, I thought I had. But this window here must let some light in.
Yeah, this perfect right here. This what we gonna plan the heist at.
Anyone else coming?
Nah,
Couldn't we have done this in my office?
you gotta have a secret place to plan shit like this. That's just how it's done.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. So, what do we do?
I guess we gotta make a plan.
Speaking of plans, do you have the layout to Caligula's casino?
Shit, nah. I guess I gotta go get one.
Meeting adjourned?
Meeting adjourned.
Sleeping Wizzy in the dark there. But yeah, we're finally covering the heist mission train, and I just like the small hidden conversations you can have, or you can find. But yeah, for whatever reason, this mission train is like littered with things that don't really make sense, and this is probably one of them, since you can already have a camera, and I'm kind of surprised they just don't give you a camera already. But yeah, we have to go get one from a bunch of tourists, and if you don't mind, I'm going to pop open a can of Monster, since I have to sit here for like an hour and 20. Just speaking, I guess, but yeah. Man, does that taste good. But yeah. For some reason, this is the only time you can, well, you can find people just sitting here. But yeah, as I mentioned, like, this mission is like full of things that don't really seem right, and that part there was one of them. But this mission's probably like the most logic-based mission, since, well, you, like, what you're doing now actually makes sense. Like, you would think that you would need to do that, and I apparently did not see that bullet there, because if I did, I would have taken the fucking thing. But no, I take the Turismo here, since I saw on Super GT here, since I saw a better, faster car. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna take that. But yeah, onto a place you wouldn't expect to be in this. Although it would kind of make sense to like any city to have this. But yeah. And surprisingly, like, there's a line of dialogue that you probably don't get here in this, and it's pretty good comedy-wise, since the second option, if you say no,
Can I help you, sir?
CJ will say, no, I'm just a dumbass ghetto kid, I don't know jack shit.
Sir, are you aware that the reproduction of such
Here,
plants is
yeah,
prohibited?
that's what CJ says this.
Yeah, I'm only after some reference.
And I don't mind, I'm just like on the table, or on the desk at all. But yeah, you have to go talk to them, and I always think that that door leads to the staircase, but no, that leads to a toilet that is out of water. But yeah, get used to running upstairs, since this mission and the last mission, that's all you do, or that's part, or most of what you do. And yeah, surprisingly, like, that's just out on the open, and yeah. Also, this part leading up to here, or this part after this, is a little weird, and normally the game You'd think that the game wants you to use weapons or heavy weapons, but no.
Everybody out. This is not a drill.
You can just kick it down. But yeah. And if you were thinking, if you did notice that this was a save file from episode 49 or 45, 44, that's because it is. Nothing went wrong with the original footage. I just felt like re-recording it since that was a highlight episode, and we're dealing with missions here. And yes, there is a hidden Rockstar logo right there. For whatever reason, and for whatever reason, the things like the flash thing just took way too long.
Where are those damn
And I just
firemen?
thought the game crashed, and that would have been bad. And yeah, we get 2 stars here. I'm not entirely sure why, because you'd think you would be able to get away with this without a 1 level, but apparently not. Like, did someone see us walking in there? Why was stealth not a big part of this? And yeah, it's just really easy, just slide out. And once you get out, you're gifted with 4 stars? Yeah. Once you get into a car, you're gifted 4 stars.
Don't make me stop running, fool.
And as I've said earlier, running away with 4 stars is much easier than running away with 5 or 6, although well, the girl was messing around in the game, and it turns out that it's really easy just to run away with 5 stars if you have a fast car. But even then, you probably won't make it far, and for some reason the transponder didn't seem like working. Yeah, I'm just going back the small distance with 4 stars. And yes, I was trying to fix my popped tile. And a little bit more health in this vehicle would have been much better, but we make it through unscathed. We could have more health or even armor, but we managed it. And there's something I didn't know until very recently, and that is the Enforcer vehicle gives you full ammo just by hopping in. And if you wanted to know, normal police cars give you at least, I think, 5 ammo for a shotgun. Even like going as far as giving you a shotgun, and going into an ambulance van gives you more health. And yes, this is why I mentioned the whole Enforcer thing, since there was just a random Enforcer just right there.
Wow, you're rich.
I just love the slide dialogue. And I think there was a part later down the line which I think I had to cut out was an old lady saying, "I'm an old lady." But yeah. Time for the second mission, and oh boy.
Now I know you blind, man, but you gotta see this.
Very clever. So what's the prognosis? Is this just going to be extremely difficult or next to impossible?
Hear me out on this, homie. Alright, the cash room is on the bottom level. There's a bunch of rooms and a tunnel under the whole building with access to the casino floors at either end of the complex. Alright? Now, security consists of CCTV, a key code access, and in places a swipe card.
Hey, are you pointing again?
Oh, my bad. Have it.
Ah, don't worry. It's good practice for when we finally get a crew in on this.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, boss, this arrived for
Hey! Damn, man. Now we seen the plan.
Well, then we've got our first recruit. Come on in and shut the door.
Alright, cool. This the security card reader that Zero sent over. Now all we need to do is get one of those cards.
Yep.
Luckily, there's always one guaranteed weak link in any security setup. The human heart.
I'm kind of surprised that CJ is a lady killer in this mission and this mission only. But yeah, as I mentioned, the whole logic thing not being as great here. You would think CJ would opt to kill the person we're going to be stalking instead of trying to take it out on a date. And yes, when you thought we weren't going to be stalking anyone, we have the return of the spookometer. And oh boy, is it something. Surprisingly, this isn't as bad. Especially now that I learned the whole tap to go at a normal-ish pace, and you won't, and you won't
Another shift over. See you tomorrow.
get into a field of vision or range. I don't know, but I think I said this in Snail Trail, but wouldn't it be more suspicious if you just saw someone just like hanging back, just following you for like, I don't know, instead of like someone being a normal distance away, just so happily taking the same path that you took. But yeah, I just love, like, I probably would just like get a car, just like park it near the pathway and just like listen to the people just walking by. I probably would do that. Maybe just stream it too. It's like the most pointless stream ever. But yeah. And if you were wondering why I changed the view, it's because I don't really like the close up view, because you can't really see any much around you, and I think you can only select a different view going one way, you can't go backwards, and since it goes like back a bit, close, and then first person, and then cinematic view, which is completely pointless. Like, what? Why would you need that? And yes, I just saw this vehicle, was like, yep, I'm driving this. Unfortunately, we don't keep this as it gets trashed, but I think as soon as I can, I'm getting a Comet and modding it, so I have my own special banana Comet or Speedy Pro Comet if you like Mario Galaxy. Actually, speaking of Wii games, I kind of had like a weird urge to play Pikmin like today. Like, okay then, and warning: don't blow up a car because you then fail the mission. It's weird, and if you didn't notice, she just had to take the scenic route, and
Wow.
the dildo
Tight. I'm sure
on
you'll
like the
squeeze in just
chainsaw
fine. Let's have a
part,
look.
it was a
Perfect.
cut weapon. It would have been just hilarious,
Oh, hi, Benny.
but I
Yes.
guess the
I'm
dildo was
just
like
trying it
good
on.
enough.
You got yours? Cool. I'll see you at my house in a short while.
And yes, this is the introduction to the second of two mandatory girls or girlfriends, although this one's optional, whereas Denise is not. And how much is the gimp suit? Because it doesn't actually say. Like with the houses, you would think it would just like have a price beside it, but apparently not. And
I'd like to have you on the car.
that thing around Cedar's crotch, is that his actual crotch, or is it just something blocking it, like a lattice sort of thing. Like, what the fuck is that? I just don't know, and I probably don't want to know. But yeah, back to sneaking, and no one gives a single fuck that we're just in a fucking gimsuit tailing someone. Like, what? Like, you'd want to get the fuck out of there if you just saw someone falling a bit too far behind you in a fucking gimsuit. Like, what the fuck? And yes, the gimsuit is another thing in the whole dating thing, where normally to have coffee with the girl, it has to be around the 50 affection mark, but here you could just skip straight to coffee wearing the gimsuit, and in fact dates just go straight to coffee. There's no actual normal dating part, and I'm not sure if using the gimp suit keeps the jealous girlfriend script active, since normally it's just like coffee, just straight coffee. Yeah. And if I really wanted to, like, I probably would have attempted to get a horseshoe here, since I haven't gotten any of the horseshoes here on the save file. Yeah. Just slowly driving along. Yeah. This is probably my least favorite mission in this mission train, since it's slow-ish. It's not the slowest or hardest, really, since hardest wise we have a bit to go, and slowest wise it's next mission actually. But yeah, and if you were wondering, we are going to be dating or getting her affection to 100%, but we'll just skip all that and just go to the important parts. And yes, I did get my banana comment destroyed trying to do a stunt jump. And I'm really surprised that train didn't decide to just come and fuck me over. But yeah, I'm not sure why, but Millie decided to rear back into her into the neighbors, and you can fail the mission if she does that, and you're in the place the mission wants you to be. But yeah. Also, another logic part here is her master's name is Benny, and we're bidding up Benny here, but just like no questions asked, like, oh, your name is CJ, you're not Benny. I don't know why I just decided to do that. I just felt like it, because why not, really? And no, you can't get Millie's car.
The door's open.
Now, surprisingly, you know, none of the girlfriends is just like instantly dump you for trashing the car.
You've been a naughty girl.
Oh,
And
I know.
bit of an interesting fact,
You'll never break me.
the car you unlock for getting Millie to 50%
Good, I'll punish you more.
is different to the one she uses in the jealous girlfriend script. The one here is a club, and the one in the script is a Felter. Not sure why. Did they forget what car she drove? And yeah. Surprisingly, there's nothing mentioned about the whole jealous girlfriend script until it's too late. And yes, we now get the gimsuit. And if you felt like it, we could just like hop building, or go from building to building, just being a super gimp. which is something I've done to pass the time, since there's one of the main instances, one of the things you need to do here.
You out your mind?
Because I think I came like I got to Mia's place like too early, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna wait here. But yeah, and I am driving over here so we can have an easier time of getting the gimp suit. And yes, I am going to buy a house. Yep, for seemingly no reason. Like, I could do this, but we would have to go all the way back to San Fierro to get it. And here I try to buy a house while beating up a person. I really want to see if you can do that. Like, I really want to. But yeah, I think here I skip to around when Millie is at about 40%. And for some reason Millie doesn't appear here, or appear up there. But I think she's at like 10-15%, I'm not sure. But yeah. Apparently I forgot to cut this out. I think I might do that before. Oh boy. Wait, what? What is this? I think I may have fucked up. I think. What? Oh, okay. It's just more dating Millie, I suppose. Oh well, I guess from now on 24-minute long episode wouldn't be that bad. Oh yeah, this is where we're losing the banana comment. Also, that line, "Hey you," why was that such a great line? Like, I want to see if there's more to the whole "Hey you" part. I don't know, maybe there could be like a different one. How there's a different line or similar lines to the whole crashing thing. And yeah, we only have the banana comment for like 10 minutes. Great work. But yeah. And I'm not entirely sure what your window is for Millie, but I think it's around, or I came around like 5 to about 8-ish.
I'm having your ride, dear.
And I saw that car. I was like, there's this one.
Like a search warrant or something?
Not sure why she thought that we were a cop. But yeah, we have an Infernus for whatever reason.
I need some punishment.
But maybe I should with this. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it would have been like really good to like KSA just say that, but apparently the fuck not. Not entirely sure why though.
Whatever makes you happy, but I think you
And I'm kind of surprised that there's no subtitles here. The whole subtitle thing is weird. But yeah, that is the whole gimp suit thing. And really, it can make going on dates with girls much easier and faster, since this probably took like 30 minutes. But that being said, you miss out on a lot of dialogue, and when Millie was at 90%, I decided to go on a proper normal date, and her dialogue was actually pretty funny. Like, it's a type between Michelle and Millie for the best girlfriend dialogue. Although that being said, I still have Denise and another one to go date. But yeah. And I think you all know the other girl because she killed us in the one episode. But yeah, it's going to feel weird just dating girls like, hey, you killed me. Let's go on a date.
You hit me, punk.
Like what? But yeah. I don't know why, but I just thought I decided like I don't know why, but it kept going that way until I decided the best route would just be to take the train line. Since you can go the normal way, but I just decided to take the train way. Yeah, I think here's when we get the key
Tie
code,
me up and spank
or
me.
key card and code. I don't know why they get fucking mad at you for like no apparent reason. It's like, okay then. It's like, we did nothing wrong. What's up with you? And no, we cannot skip this. You think you would be able to, but no. It's like I don't understand.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Carl. Just called to say that last night was
Well, do you
terrific.
mean like
Likewise, baby.
2 hours ago?
Likewise.
or something?
Listen, I thought about that little scheme you told me about. Don't worry, I haven't told anybody, not even my mom. I've left the key card and the door code in my bedroom.
Millie, girl, you will not regret this.
I know, because I'm getting a cut, right?
Oh, for sure, baby, for sure. I'm gonna do you right.
Okay, you got it.
What the fuck happened? And yeah, this is like the only time you get to go into a girlfriend's house. And I'm not entirely sure what whose picture is on that ID code or on that card. It's just like what? And again, one of the only instances of a white arrow. And if you were wondering, this wasn't the only way to get the key code. If you
Carl, it's me.
you can kill her,
Get back to the
sneak into her house
so we can
and
get
get
on
it.
with this thing.
Or if she dumps you, you can do the same thing. Well, kill her and just sneak in. But yeah, that's what happens when you get Millie to about 40%, I think. Maybe even 35. Yeah, maybe 35, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Normally we would go back, but seeing as I decided to get Millie to 100%, we're just going to stay here. And no, there's nothing further than her car. Since you do kind of get the gimp suit for dating Millie, and there's another special uniform you get later on in the submission chain. But yeah. I think here's where I show off getting her car. Not entirely sure. I think I'm just gonna. Yep, there we go. And I think after this, I just go back in. Apparently, something had. Oh, the Infernus despawned. Which is I don't know why that happens, but yeah. In between this segment and the next segment, we got Millie to 100%. Again, you don't get anything for it. It's just something I felt like doing, and yes, we have 3 girlfriends at 100% for whatever reason. And something at the end of something really funny happens at the end of the segment. Like, I'm not entirely sure how that happens, or how this happens, but it's just funny. It's just pure coincidence. And someone asks us if we want a good time while we're parking the car. And I did try and ask, or I did say yes, but apparently she didn't hear us. But yeah, back to the 4 dragons. Oh boy. We didn't really need another stealth mission, but here we go. Another stealth mission for no apparent reason. Fun.
It seemed impossible to keep a secret around here. I would have thought the size of the room would keep the numbers down.
Hey, speak up. We can't hear you back here.
I appreciate your input, but please, fuck off.
What'd he say?
He said fuck off. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, what are you still doing here?
I live here.
Oh, okay. You can stay.
Great. Hey, where's the coffee and donuts?
Okay, look. I'm gonna go shut off the city's power source. Woozy, look after these fools for me.
Okay. Now, the important thing to remember with a plan like this is that nothing can go wrong.
I think you mean potentially everything can go wrong. Woozy. But yeah. The game expects you to parachute into the damn quay, but I think you can actually just get onto the dam and then just either dive down into the water below, since there's a way to get onto the quay, or just like parachute from the road to the quay. It's a really weird word to say. And like tradition, we get a compliment or insult by that guy. But yeah, we had to drive pilot a dodo, and now we've pilot this fucking thing. Like, I'm not entirely sure why this plane's here, but apparently this is a plane that you will be used to skydive from. Yeah. Not entirely sure why we just don't get a Shamel, since I think there's not a single mission where you're given a Shamel to pilot to get somewhere. Oh no. That's right, St. Mark's Bistro. How could I forget? We just did that the other episode. But yeah. Surprisingly, there's no consequence from driving almost or flying almost directly over the base, and yeah, the corona that you're expected to exit the plane from is so goddamn high up. It's like, why is it so high up? Like, I think you're blocked in the plane until you get to around the thing. But yeah, I just decided to go around and try and get enough altitude to reach the thing. Since this plane is a piece of shit. It does not raise well or gain altitude well. It would have been just better off getting a Shamel. But no, you need to drive this plane. It would have been much better if you just got the choice. And apparently I did not realize that I'd gone over. But being over is much better than being under, since you can just easily go down. But yeah. This first part of the mission I fucking hate. It's entirely pointless. But I guess the cutscene here is pretty good. Since how many times do you get to see a plane crash in this game? Although, that being said, that is a bit. And the camera's clipping into the hill. What a joy. And yes, the Marcus, for whatever reason, is completely stretched way up into the air, so you can see it. Although, because of the way it works, you could probably see it was just like normal sized marker just on the ground there. And again, you're expected to land near the marker, but you can just go to where the goal of this part of the mission is. It's like, why? It's like, why can't we just do that? And no, even though you can land basically anywhere on the quay, you have to land. Well, I guess once you land on the quay, you can't actually progress until you get one specific item, because like most stealth missions, you're given a knife to use instead of your normal arsenal, and sometimes it wouldn't just be better like if we're just given a silence pistol, or our pistol is replaced with a silence pistol if we don't have one already. But yeah, it's just like the limitations of like 2005 games, I guess. And apparently did not realize that this dam is called the Sherman Dam. Damn Sherman. But yeah. Yeah. We're already at the end of the damn quay, but the fucking mission's like, you're not at the end yet. And yes. You're just, wherever you land is where you're put in cutscene. Even though the game could be like, hey, you can just be here. Let's put you here. And yes, you need to get the knife, even though you don't need it. Goddamn game. And the mission tells you to crouch to make less noise, even though there's a perfectly good button to stealth warp. And well, I didn't realize this. Well, there's an actual part where it's about the same height as the actual thing, but yeah. You can just like run along this, and there's like little to no consequence, but getting on it can be a bit hard since here I fall off. But you don't fail the mission if you go down with the water, which is surprising, since I thought I would just failed it right then and there, but you don't. It's good that you don't, but you basically have to start from square one. Yeah, and the only point of that fucking dinghy is to climb on top of it so you can jump over. I'm not entirely sure why. Again, I think the first time I tried to jump up there, I almost made it, but I didn't. But the game was like, no, even though you did make it, you didn't make it.
He's in there somewhere. Start looking.
I just love how the guards can like notice you, but like not know where you are. Like, what? How does it make any sense? But yeah, slowly over there as we go. Going on. And the final part of the mission, which it's the best. Although that being said, like, this mission isn't all that great. Although
Not yet, but we've locked the quay entrance and the cops are on the way.
I just love the line. Have you any some of them yet? As like,
We got a light saying there's been a
as if they know we're here. It's like, what? How? Good sir. But yeah, the maintenance workers like, no, like,
The cops are on the way. This thrill seeker ain't gonna
like
escape.
for some reason they know where we are,
He's in there
but the
somewhere.
guards don't. Like, what? How does that make any sense? But yeah. Yeah, I'm taking a alternating path to sneak past by the guards. Isn't sometimes it can be a little bit hard. Especially since they have guns and we don't, but yeah. Like, I think here he saw us.
Any sign of him yet? We need more men in here. Hey, I found him. He's over here.
Like, he only found us because we were bidding up a maintenance backup. Like, what? And boy, is the third move so goddamn overpowered. Like, what the fuck? Although it is useful, I guess.
Shit, they must have took a wrong turn someplace. What the Oh, shit, somebody done locked the hatch.
We've got him trapped. There's no way off that ledge.
Apart from the whole dam. And this is the only time you get to see CJ dive. Not sure why. But yeah. I'm going to cut to when we're back at the Four Dragons, but first here's a short boat journey over to a plane, since planes are much better than boats, I think you'll find. But yeah. And here I was like, oh shit, I may have just sent this boat into a collision course with the plane, but no, I didn't. And yes, for some reason there's both a skimmer and a
Here's the plan.
sea sparrow.
It's all about the art of deception. While I get as much heat on me as possible, y'all get away with the green.
Question, how does the Mafia normally move cash out of Caligula's?
Bingo. Stripes for Mr. Zero here.
Hey, good job, you little ass
Ow.
kisser.
Ow.
So, we gonna steal ourselves an armored car and respray it so it looks like one of the regular trucks.
What about the police escorts? Whenever they move cash around, they use police motorcycles as outriders.
Exactly what I was thinking. Come on, come with me, and we gonna go get some cop weed.
And this is my favorite mission in this
Get the
mission
pack,
chain,
hit the
apart from the
Julius
fun
four-way
one.
and keep moving. I'll steal the bikes and get them to you.
Since this mission actually involves the name of the game, stealing cars, or in this case, bikes. But yeah. Surprisingly, you don't get free reign of what bikes you get to have, or at least pick. But yeah. Although yes, if they did that, then this mission would have just been over like 10 seconds, since it's like get 2 stars and then just find bikes, or just hunt down the police bike things. But yeah. And surprisingly, they don't actually lock the normal bike or police bikes, since you can still find them, but they're worth shit apparently. We need these 4 specific bikes. What makes them so special? And thus, they're the actual bikes that are used in the as that riders. But yeah. And luckily, all 4 of them are near the throughway. And yes, someone is doing the blind test. And surprisingly, the cop doesn't give me shit about, I don't know, aiming a gun at him.
You got a problem with me having this?
But yeah. And this is probably the best part about this mission, since you can just like drive it on the Packer, since you don't like. I think Packers are not a common spawn, since it's really hard to find them. Although that being said, they do spawn a lot around the dock areas. But yeah, not sure what the fuck happened there, but we're a little bit too far to use it as a backup vehicle. But yeah. one down, 3 to go. And sometimes the dismount is a little bit weird. Like, I think the second police bike I got flung me off the packer. It didn't damage me in any way, but still, a little bit weird. But yeah, surprisingly, I did not get busted right there, since you would have thought I would have. Especially since I was just like there for so long. Like, I could have easily unbusted there. Yeah, onto one of the 3 locations, and I think I got a little bit lucky here since the Packer's really close to where I end up. Oh yeah, there's one at the hospital, and the game decides to be unfair and spawns a police maverick at this location. Like, okay then? Thanks, game. I kind of wanted to get a police maverick since they're so rare, but no, we kind of need to have the bike. For some reason. And finally the policeman dies. Holy shit. And I'm kinda surprised it didn't damage the bike. Since if you damage the bike, it's kind of hard to get it away from the police. Yeah. Like, see how lucky I got there. It's like it's right there. We don't normally have to drive forever to actually get to it. But no, we were lucky there. What the fuck happened there? It's like Sage was like, woo. But yeah, 2 more to go, and I think I remember where they are. Like, one's at the V-Rock Hotel and the others at the police station. That's right. It's like, how do you even know that? I've played this mission a lot. And it's kind of good. And I think the first time I played this mission, I actually failed it since I took too long. Not sure how that happened. But I think it was because the packer eluded me a bit. But yeah. Onward to our 3rd police bike. And kind of surprised there's no mention of getting a normal bike and turning it into a police bike. Like, what? Since there is a mention of turning a car into a different sort of car. But oh well. And not unsurprisingly, this bike can be a little bit risky to get, since there's 2 policemen right there, and since it's an enclosed area, you're kind of fucked sometimes. Yeah, I think again I got really lucky with the whole packer thing. And where the fuck did that police car come from? Like, what? There's absolutely no way he could have came from the air. Like, what? Like, how does that happen? Yeah. 3 down, 1 more to go. And yeah, you can get a little bit unlucky on actually getting the dismount, as sometimes stages just not want to get off, and talk about lucky, we're very close to the actual location, and good thing here is we actually lose our up onto level completely, which kind of surprised it didn't bump up from it wasn't more than 2. And thank you, guy, for killing the policeman. Thank you. It helps. It did help. I guess. But yeah. Seriously, talk about lucky. Just being at the or close to the Vera Hotel. And kind of surprised that the policeman parked it at the entrance. Like, you'd think it'd be at the well, you at least be at the car park, but no. He was doing something in there and just, what? But yeah. The final one in the pack is not too far away, since I think the pack actually does go around when you're not near the three-way. Is there such thing as a throughway in America? Like what? But yeah, we did it and we're spawned here for whatever reason. And she just decided to get right on the back.
Okay, that should do.
Like what?
Take care of those bikes. Now get out of here.
But yeah. 4 missions down, 2 more to go, and
Damn, you fell off?
I love that line.
Okay, we got the bikes and Woozy taking care of the uniforms. Now we just gotta get an armored van and respray it with the Caligula's Casino logo.
Why don't we steal one while it's on its rounds? That way we can make some money too.
Nah, I don't want to get the crew caught up in some street level jack and it could get ugly.
I have an idea. Have you ever seen those helicopters they use to lift heavy loads?
Yeah, they call them sky cranes. We could lift the whole truck and take them to someplace safe.
Then we need to steal a sky crane. Unfortunately, I'm not a pilot.
Me neither.
Hey, don't look at me.
Or me.
Shit. I'll fly it then. We could respray it at the airstrip.
Yeah, Carl. It'll be just like fighting Berkeley, only bigger.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Surprisingly, Zero even mentions this, even though we haven't done his mission train in this save file. But yeah, this is the hardest one, since it's a little unfair sometimes. Like, what the fuck? And normally you would be driving to the thing, but here I'm showing something off that is a little bit of a optional thing, or something that's going to make this mission a lot easier, since there's a whole difficult part in the mission in the middle there, getting up to the sky crane, but you can just skip that. Just go straight to the sky crane, and yeah, for whatever reason we don't just go get the armored vehicle, since
Look where you going.
we could easily do that, but no, we have to go get the helicopter, pick up the van, and then bring it back to the airbase. Like, what? Why would you do that? But yeah, and not to throw people off here, but in this segment I died on purpose, since having Katie as a girlfriend actually helps you in getting a pretty useful weapon. It's pretty useful, and the closest thing to using cheats, or something you wouldn't think is here, but yeah, it is. And yeah, no cheats to get this, although it is a little cheap now that I think about it, and there's actually 2 different ways you can get this. One involves a glitch with the jetpack. A coincidence that we have this. I just decided to use the jetpack since we haven't really used it that much. It's only been like 2 times we used it, and those were the actual times when we needed to use it. But yeah, and ever since those 2 times, it's all different, since you can get out of the jetpack. Yeah. there's the way that I mentioned, and there's the way that we're going to be doing it, since the way we're going to be doing it is a little easier, since the way which is a natural glitch is a little bit too hard, and it does actually involve pause buffering, something we've been doing quite a lot recently. Thanks, Boozy, and I guess Salvatore? Was that his name? I don't remember, but yeah. Just on my way over here, but yeah. And yeah, this is why I don't like using the jetpack, since it's takes way too long to get to where you need to. It's like almost walking speed, I would say. Possibly not pedaling as hard as you can bike speed or pushback speed, but yeah. And yeah, there's a packer there. Did not know that. And a packer would be sort of useful here, but it's not really. And yeah, normally you have to go through the thing, but here we can just go straight through. And yeah, there's 3 people with rocket launchers here, and we got hit there. But surprisingly, but not surprisingly, we have good ammo here. So, yeah. And yes. Here is where I die on purpose, because normally this minigun is unstationary, or isn't stationary, but there's a way or 2 ways to get it stationary. And yes, I am dying here on purpose, which took a bit, but yeah. I'll cut back, and I'll cut back here, and yeah. Surprisingly here, I decided to be a little bit of an idiot and take the harder normal route, since kind of forgot about this. And yeah, warehouse full of enemies with heavy weapons, or extremely good weapons, and yeah, I don't make it that far at all, although I decided to use some smarts and actually get over this. And apparently this guy said 2x2, but he's not 2x2. It's more like 1x1. And yes, there is armor and a health pickup in there, but it's better to either skip straight to the sky crane up there, or just go a different way. Go the way that I go, but skipping straight to the sky crane means actually skipping straight to the sky crane and back to the gunship thing. But yeah. Taking this way just means less goons, but not less than, or not the minimum amount. And yeah, there is a fucking sky crane in the Los Venturas thing, but we can't use that. Why? And yeah, this is the only instance of a Firethorn having a sky crane. That glass break sounded completely, like, way more deadly than it usually is. And yeah, for whatever reason, you just skip right over this. You think you wouldn't be able to, but yeah. And here I was looking for a way around this, since going the other way, or going to the left or to the right, leads you into some goons, and you don't really want that. But yeah, there's only one way to this part, and it involves fighting, and oh boy. And for some reason, the guys in the warehouse can still see you. It's like, what? And yes, there is a horseshoe down there, as you may have not known if you watched the horseshoe video. But yeah, I decided to pick it up for no apparent reason. And yes, there is guys up there too. Talk about unfair. And yeah, there's the health pickup, and behind a few crates there is the pickup. And yes, someone snipe shot at me. Like, what the fuck, guy? But yeah, here at the start of the mission, because the way I took to actually get into the thing is a little bit extreme. You wouldn't think about this, but apparently I did. But yeah, here my original intention was to actually skydive, or to fly plane really high up around or above the place, skydive down and just reach the sky crane. But I then remembered that there's 3 guys with rocket launchers who are pretty good shots and can probably shoot you down. So I thought, how about we just do what I'm going to refer to as a sky drop, which is just flying really low and then just topping out of the plane, landing safely or safe-ish on the ground, and then just continuing on your day. But yeah, and oh yeah, and unsurprisingly, here's a Leviathan. Then I'm not sure what the fuck happened there. But yeah, there's a Leviathan. Why can't we use that? I don't know. It's the game being odd. But yeah. Although, I think in the original recording, this mission took way longer than it did on this. But that's because I kept using the a helicopter, and it's a little bit harder to dodge shots with a helicopter than it is a plane. But yeah, and planes are normally faster anyway. I think the whale and this are the only ones that are slower, I think. Maybe there's one more, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. But yeah, what I did was like land on one of those things, kill the goons around here, and then just like drop over there. But yeah, here, and this is an instance of a sky drop. And surprisingly, I did not get shot. And for whatever reason, I decided to go up here. I think you can actually just skip the whole shooting down the gunship things with just taking the thing. But yeah, you may have noticed our machine gun does not have the usual display of ammo, or how much ammo we have. You might think we have infinite ammo on this, but no, it's actually, we have about 30,000 ammo on this, and apparently it doesn't display 30,000, but yeah. Actually, surprisingly, the fuck, I forgot the name, the fire dispenser doesn't go any further than 1,000. Like, what? How does that make sense? But yeah. And that, people, is how you get through that easier. Although, it does kind of involve dying. Sort of. I guess. But I guess if you wanted to, you just pick up a machine gun earlier, and then you should be able to do this easier. Then it's much easier. But yeah, just what a reason, flying on the other side to get the fucking thing that we don't even get to drive, surprisingly. And I'm not sure why they just flee there. It's like, Not like we're going to land on you guys. But yeah. Also, the armored van isn't invincible like I thought it was. Because I decided to do some running away from the naval base in the San Fierro. And yeah, it didn't last that long since it's a slower vehicle. Although, a slower and faster vehicle, or a armored and extremely fast vehicle, would kind of be too OP. Like what? It's like barreling down the highway, just destroying everything in touch. I guess in some ways that is the whole Rhino thing, since you can shoot behind you to go faster. If you didn't know. Yeah. Probably just would have been so much easier to just come in here and just jack this, since I think you can actually get into this area without needing a helicopter. But yeah. And I'm not sure if this is the whole fact that we're carrying a heavy vehicle, but I think the Leviathan's flying a little bit too slow. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's just the Leviathan being so piece of shit, but yeah. Like, normally I would have opted for the Maverick, but we have to use this, and I'm just going along, smacking the armored van across any surface I feel like. You would think that would destroy both the building and the van, but it doesn't. And I'm not entirely sure if you failed the mission if you destroy it, but yeah, I think you would. Also, I wondered if you can actually land the helicopter on top of this van. And let's just get out and let's drive it, like what? Also, what happens, can you get out and just drive the van to the airstrip? Can you? I guess that would be better, but there's like, to actually finish the mission, you have to land the Leviathan somewhere safe. And yes, even though it's completely pointless since there's not any way else, or this is the singular instance where the Leviathan gets a sky crane. Yeah, you get to or from this mission onwards, this helicopter just spawns at the airstrip now. Like what? Like, almost completely useless, but here you go. I guess that's just one more helicopter for you, or one more aircraft for you. Like what? Also, it would really be cool to like see a completed stripped, since I think there's at least 2 more vehicles you get in this. Since there's the one for getting a gold rank, and there's the another one we'll get later down the line. Yeah. And oh boy, it took me a bit to get the fucking thing down there. Yeah, we did it in the end. That's the great part, I guess.
Hey, CJ, you never cease to amaze me.
Good looking. Where's Woo?
I don't know. He insisted on driving here himself. He could be anywhere.
Yeah, I guess. All right, dude, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later.
But yeah. Final mission time, and I think I'm gonna cut back here. Although I think I end up taking a plane. Yeah, I do. Why take a bike when you can take a plane? Words to live by, I guess, in this game. I suppose. what? Yeah. And cut anytime soon? Maybe? There we go. But yeah. Final mission time, and then you can apparently slide with the minigun, but I can't seem to do it. I'm not sure why. Huh.
We all good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, see you at the back door. Let's roll.
Carl, can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Okay, we're en route in the armored truck.
Okay, I'm gonna get a move on.
I think I actually end up sliding the way here. I think. Oh no. Because here's a comment, and the comment is the better one, and two lively comments side by side. The fuck? Like, how rare is that? Just saying two of the exact same cars and the exact same color. Like, what? But yeah. A final time visiting Caligula's casino in this. But yeah. And yeah, you were given a silence pistol, even though you don't really need to use it. And yeah, I had a little bit of trouble doing a pause buffer here, and this happens.
Hey, I'm cool.
Are you sure? You sound kind of edgy to me.
I'm cool, okay? I'm cool, okay?
Okay. Now, wait.
Apparently, I actually got the whole honeypot repeat thing going there, but yeah. It would have been nice just to have the music off here for this mission. Like, what? But yeah, I think it's a faster way going down the floor, or going down on the floor. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Like, maybe I have to time that. But yeah, I decided to go this way instead. Even though I think this way is fastest, not entirely sure. You need to find. Oh, I'll need to find out. Possibly.
Ain't seen you around here before. You new?
Yeah, I'm standing in for Jerry. He's ill.
Who's Jerry?
Shut up.
What?
I think I got Jerry's cough.
But yeah, I don't know why I thought the this part was like actual mission part.
It's down one level.
And surprisingly, the guards don't mind you just coming in here.
Ventilation grills are on the back wall. Throw the gas down one of.
And surprisingly, the cover was removed. Like, what?
We won't know if that worked until we get down there.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. Right now, we've got a schedule to stick to. Head to the security door and use Millie's swipe card.
Also, no one notices that we're using Millie's card. Like, what?
Okay, good. I've hacked their emergency lighting protocol.
Like, is it just one
I'm
card
going to blow
for
the
thing?
charges you placed at the dam. Here goes nothing. Wow. I didn't think that was going to work.
I can't see Jack.
And I guess it is a little bit too dark here. Well, in
Head down to the service bay.
this, but normally it's like you can see perfectly. Like, I guess this is the whole
Which means the gate's unlocked. But now you're going to have to raise it yourself.
like TV/cartoon darkness, so you can like see it's like dark enough to so you can see them, but like dark enough you can tell it's actually dark. But yeah, like I'm not sure. Maybe I'll like edit the footage here and make it a little less dark.
Well done, Carl. Now it's time for us to do our part. Try to stay close. Okay, team. I've gone over the layout to this place so I know it back to front. Everybody follow me. Damn! The devious bastards have changed the layout.
Don't worry, I'll take the lead, boss.
Good idea. Everybody, follow him.
And the only reason I'm not using the night vision goggles is because for some reason, even the cutscenes are in night vision mode, and those don't look too good. They're just better off in the normal mode. But yeah. And oh boy, get used to traveling down this corridor since you're going to be doing this a lot. And I mean a lot. Since there's about like 5 times you do this. It's like, why? It's like just this corridor, like the best corridor ever, I suppose. I guess. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, just using our semi-infinite ammo
Not far now. Keep alert.
machine gun.
Hey, I was just about to say that.
And I take the wrong turn, or take every turn.
Oh yeah, stay alert.
Also, surprisingly, the guy who lives in the place we did the heist planning in is actually along with us here. Like, what? You wouldn't think that this is like he would actually come along, but he does.
Okay, we'll set the charges while you watch the door.
Okay, boss.
Hey, I'm on it.
Hurry it up, gentlemen. They know something's wrong. Someone else is in the system.
Hey, what's the problem?
Somebody's trying to bring the emergency generators back up.
Okay, I'll head back up to the generator room and shut them down for good.
That apparently, if you don't pick up the satchel charges, the message message pops out. Your team needs you. Like, what? And yeah, that door just changed colors. Like, what? How the hell does that work?
Hey, what was you saying?
I'm not sure who the fuck was there. Maybe it was a goon I just didn't see. But yeah. And for whatever reason, I decided to put a charge on this, even though you don't really need it. Also, I wonder what happens if you drop on a charge down the vent. I don't think anything would happen, since I think it would just get stuck on the wall of the vent.
Everybody take cover! Oh shit! Where do I go? Where do I go? Fire in the hole! Okay, people, load up the cash.
And yes, there's a armor drop here.
Carl, you've got mafia gorillas coming to the vault, and curse you, Berkeley! Curse you!
But yeah.
Okay, then, we about to have some company.
More killing. Fun, I guess. Although, when the casino's getting jacked, I think you might want to do the best you can to actually make sure that it isn't jacked, I suppose. What? But yeah. And I think we're going through that room again.
Just how we practice. 2 by 2.
Think.
Ow! Fuck! Scratch that. Everybody follow Carl.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, like, is there more goons? But yes, there's more goons, as you can plainly tell on the minimap. Yeah. And just like, if you want to buy drinks, you don't need them, but you want to buy them? Who cares? But yes, it's this corridor again. Yay! And I take a better route at killing the goons here. Since whatever reason, last time I was like, oh, let's go down this way. Oh wait, the our guys might want to go down the other way. Oh well, who cares? I can fucking move to there, right? But yeah. And yes, there is a fucking arcade machine there for whatever reason. Who knew? Although I think you can actually come down here normally.
I've unloaded the police bikes.
Not
Everybody in.
entirely
You
sure.
two, change into your police uniforms.
Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I need to check. Like, who knows? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm not sure. But yeah, going solo from here on out.
Okay, CJ, you're on your own now.
Time to show these motherfuckers what's happening.
Carl, would you like me to talk you through to the roof?
Anything that help, man. Oh, what happened?
Damn you, Berkeley! Damn you!
Ah, come on, man. Talk to me.
Now head through the casino to the elevators on the far side. Take the elevator all the way to the roof.
And just like I just started flying there. It's like, oh, I missed a guy. I'm just gonna go back and kill him. Like, no biggie. Right? No biggie.
Thanks, huh?
But yeah, even though it was totally not necessary, just decided to go do it. But yeah, what the hell is this room? Is this just a room that's under development? And yes, there's some of there for no apparent reason. Although I guess you might need it, and I think it might even be there before this part. But I was just lucky enough not to do it, or not to need it, but yeah. Also, why the hell was the green place there? Like, why not in front of the elevator? Like, what? Yeah. Boy. I'm not sure if that was sliding or not. Not entirely sure, but I think the game fucked up though. I'm not surprised. As the game fucks up here, or in this part soonish. Since normally you're supposed to run away from this helicopter and kill the guys as they come down, or when they come down, but if you have a semi-infinite ammoed machine gun like we do, we can just kill them. Or destroy the helicopter, and for some reason it just stays there and just like keeps exploding for no apparent reason. Although I think that's just because of the way we did it. Like if you use the machine gun, it just blows up twice. But yeah, like what? I think it's just blew up 4 times there. So, yeah. And this part is actually pretty good. I'm surprised I came up with this. And yeah, there's actually a helicopter beside that building, but yeah. Also, for whatever reason, you can still make, like, you can make it to this building just by doing that free falling pose. But you can't seem to make it if you're just using a parachute. Yeah. Not entirely sure. And I'm kind of surprised I did not get busted in this point. And I think this is one of the only instances where we can get 6-star wanted level. I think it's either 6 or 4. I'm not entirely sure. Or 2 if you make it this way. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know everything about this mission. I just know that if you make it alright, it's good. But yeah. I think I might close off the episode here. But yeah, in this episode we did the final optional mission train, and we ended it off with a big heist. But yeah. I've been Ortiz, and this has been episode 50 of GTA San Andreas. And in the next episode we're going to be doing a little bit of a marathon of a different sort. But yeah, you have to decide to store the police Maverick in a aircraft hangar, because I think it's just because, and for some reason that like why is he running off? Like what? Yeah. And I think you'll expect it to land there. But yeah.
Zero, where you hide?
I didn't mean to tell Berkeley. It just kind of came out, is all.
Were you watching, you idiot? Hey, CJ, calm down. You better take me home, CJ.
But yeah. Peace and pineapples, guys.
Tie me up and spank me.
You got a funny funny way of having a good time.
Honey, you are heartless. I love you.
Shit, they must have took a wrong turn someplace. What the Oh, shit, somebody done locked the hatch.
We've got him trapped. There's no way off that ledge.
Okay, that should do us. Take care of those bikes. Now get out of here. Yeah. I'll fly it then. We can respray it at the airstrip.
Yeah, Carl, it'll be just like fighting Berkeley, only bigger.
Yeah, thanks for that. What's up?
You two-bit backstabbing piece of eggplant shit.
Salvatore, nice to hear from you too.
You're dead. Your friends are dead. Your family's dead. I'm gonna fuck you up and your children and your grandchildren.
Well, it's been nice talking to you, but I got some money that needs spending on some expensive trash, so if you excuse me.
You're dead. Dead.